Holy shit, that scared me. Was not expecting that, Fancy, but I like the moxie. Dude, you keep talking to me like that, I'm gonna have a hard time playing because I'm already getting puffy pants.
You're like the guy Bo listens to. What is it, like ASMR or something?
Why is it that every time I come into this chat, we're talking about some weird fetish?
You know, maybe it has to do with you being in the chat. How's that? We're just trying to make you and your kinks feel at home. How's that? We're an inviting culture.
These runs were not advertised as being deeply and profoundly sexual, and I'm not sure how comfortable I am with that.
It's fine. Just, hey, listen, can you smell this rag?
Add log back in for heart.
No, I have the Rona. I can't smell anything.
I'm good for heart. I have heart.
Okay, cool.
Tell him. It means that he knows the rag will work because you won't smell it coming.
Something will definitely be coming, but it won't be the rag.
Does this rag smell like chloroform?
It's ether. Works faster. Or so I have read.
But I have discovered the unique phenomenon of the butthole remembering what the mouth forgets. Because I definitely had like a ton of curry today.
Oh God, I just got that.
Man.
Like, oh, this is a thing. I can eat spicy things, but not taste them, and I will remember it later.
You got the spicy honey.
Does anybody need the fire resist buff?
I probably will. I'm just waiting on the head to drop.
Why don't we run out for now, Cora, and we'll get back in here in a minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna run this guy this way and book it.
Almost running into that group that we didn't clear. Every time.
Is it just you two in it?
Yeah.
Yep. Well, if you're ready here, come on in, Gabe.
I'll come in, I'll start killing some stuff. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Getting ganked in the Barrens. All right. So here we begin. Hello, 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 hello.
Red imminence. Log in. Let's drop in. Log in.
All right. Buffs achieved. How many we got in this raid right now? All right, doing pretty good.
Any summons going out?
Now go ahead and make your way to UWO, please.
Are we zoning in when we get there?
Yeah, go for it. We're not trying to seed or anything tonight.
Shadowlands. Doobie doobie doo. Shadowlands. Strangers in the night. Ashurbani Pal. I wonder if we get all the way to Onyxia, if tonight might be the night I get my Onyxia bag. 'Twould be nice. 'Twould be nice. We've got 3 buffs ready to go. Consumables, Elixir, and our Juju power. Juju power. I shall place my hand upon this orb and enter the group. Hi, sweetie.
Okay, how many people are disgustingly far from Blackwing Lair and need a summon or else they're not going to make it? Put a 666 in the raid chat.
You got a treat. What did you get? Could I trouble you for water?
Of course, Eddie. You want me to take away all of the cups?
Just the 3 of them. I love you.
I love you.
Are you? Does that work?
Yes.
Once you guys are inside, let's go up around the corner and start getting buffs out, please.
Or if you want to get Sallow, you can. Last call for fire buff. If you are close and headed in, let us know.
Last call for summon. If you're disgustingly far, put a 666 in raid chat. If not, I'm going inside.
Say that again?
5.
Yeah.
4, 3, 2.
Oh God, how many did you get?
I'm disgusting. Does that count as disgustingly? It's half of it anyway.
You gotta be both.
Okay.
Did you
Everybody
need a
wants
buff?
to disgust me, so this must mean I'm disgusting, but it's just me. Obscene.
So, Chance, would you mind taking the same corner as last week?
Of course.
you, Jeepa.
Do we have everyone in Discord?
No, we're missing 2 people. Or 1 person.
Thought power set. Vanis, you have a partial assignment just because we have so many paladins.
I have what?
You don't have an assignment on every class, just because we have so many paladins. There's nothing for you to bless on a lot of people.
Okay. I thought you said I had a partial.
Yeah, you're only partially assigned.
Partially.
All right, Paladin healing assignments. And if you guys will just confirm these in rate so that I know you're in here and got them. Mazik, let's have you healing chicken. Man Chatter, let's have you focusing Bocephus.
Hi.
Thanos, let's have you focusing Ab.
The little half pies.
And Khan, let's have you focusing Chance whenever he's tanking. This will be one
You
of the
are a
things when
winner.
he does. And then Leroy and Yeg, if you guys will kind of keep all the tanks, kind of watch them. Remember, healers no hots on the tanks, please, until world buffs are down, so that's going to be a while. And we will, priests and Claw will work on raid healing.
You said Con. Did you mean Convert or somebody else?
Oh, Conressa,
Okay,
the
thanks.
paladin. So Convert, you'll help us with raid heals.
Right.
Yeah, and you guys, when we're taking the bosses, if priests want to help a little bit on the tanks, just don't use any sort of hots, please.
Or shield.
Bo, if you want to click off Spirit.
/ turn on your buff cap tracker if you have that turned off.
Getting ready, Rag. Getting ready, Rag.
It's nice to be reading with a full group of pallies.
Yeah. Alrighty.
4, 3, 2, 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the buffs for me this evening. Oh no.
Don't kill Pro.
Okay, part 1.
Someone gets MC'd there. Please don't try to nuke him down.
And now we have 20 seconds. That's enough time for at least one more bite of pie. Mmm. Okay, here they come.
Ellen, you're good to use aspect of the pack if you want to. Yeah, guys are good.
I keep getting stuck on the stairs. What's going on with that? Hmm? Wham bam. Thank you, ads. Who's next? Come into my house. Man. Blackwing Legionnaire. Go down, Dragon Spawn. You're down, Dragon Spawn. Mage. Mage. Jumping's probably a bad idea, I think. It makes me look more exciting, though, when I do it. 13 out of 30 eggs. Mage a coming. And the dragon spawn. Dragon spawn row. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Another magey mage. Right. Oh, there's another one there. That mage is down. 22 out of 30 eggs.
Thank you for getting Amplify up on the boss. Where did that? Just remember to check for it.
What eggs are we at now? 26. 26. 26.
These last 2 eggs?
There's
Last 3.
4.
Sorry, I wasn't on top.
27.
Since they unnerfed combat log range, the DBM counter should be a lot more accurate now, which is really nice. So it was very annoying before when it was constantly wrong.
29.
The last one.
Get rid of collapse.
Breaking it.
Melee, get Vaps on the transition if you want to.
30. Oh, with a stun right off the top.
It's on ad.
Boom. Boom. I'm not gonna need more than that, so we'll use it now. Nice.
Running straight on in there.
Blood
guys.
flang
Delayed
bracers,
response.
mantle.
Oh, we got it on Master Loot. Beautiful.
I'm not Master Looter.
I'm gonna change it because we were in combat, so I'll get it changed over.
Oh, I thought we were still on group loot.
Your ally here attempted to match his power on his mind. Now he shall.
So if you want quick, go ahead and just pick up all that. And then hand it off to me.
Oh, bro, I can't get it. Like, I don't know why.
Yeah, whoever
Yeah,
was
yeah.
the Master Looter on that fight needs to get it.
It's not letting me like. Oh, let me go check again. Hold on.
Yeah, try /reload if it's still giving you issues.
For sure.
Why am I getting stuck on things today? Weird.
Yeah, yourselves.
It's such freaking.
There we go.
Oh.
It just worked.
Did they actually end up in your bag?
Okay, we have
No, I had to
basically
go
no
back to it and click
cooldowns,
on it again,
Yeah,
and then
but-
it's like, oh, you're Master Looter.
but we don't really need them.
That's
because we have
RCLC
limited
being
energy.
confused. Are the actual items in your bag?
Yes.
Okay, on you, Ab, for the next pull.
Cool. We gotta do priests and melee groups real quick. That and okay, priests and melee groups. Paladins run conch aura here, except for group 1 run fire aura. All right, Joy, you good?
Ready when y'all are.
Okay, gonna start the dragon in about 5 seconds.
Do it.
You want lay of hands?
Yes, please. Let's have Man Shatter hit with lay on hands anytime, actually. Yep. Close enough.
I beg you,
Okay.
mortals, flee! Flee before I lose all sense of control. The black fire rages within my heart. I must release it.
Go ahead and lay on hands me whenever. Thank you.
Flame, death, destruction.
Alright, let's go. And Claw, if you can parry fire, that'd be great, because I don't have levels to spare. Parry. Crit. Hit. Go ahead. Crit, go. Parry, but we're fine. Double parry, triple parry, we're still way ahead though. Back on me.
Boo! I got the burning adrenaline. Bye bye buffs. Oh.
I think that was me.
Whole bunch of people went down.
Your death only adds to my failure.
That's not really the way we wanted the dragon to die, but keep healing bow. But he is dead, so.
So did someone rip threat there?
Yes.
It looked to me like Warthog pulled, yeah. And did you guys see him on the threat meter? Because I did not.
Yeah, I didn't either.
I didn't.
To be honest, threat was really slow there. Like, I had to hold myself off from ripping off you there.
Yeah, I got a bunch of parries at the beginning.
I think I blew up too. I don't know if it's because I died and then I blew up.
Did you not run out?
I honestly didn't even know I had it till I died.
Your name called, so.
See your name called either.
Well, we'll have to look at logs and figure out what happened. But let's use the tail end of Vessels to the right here to get everybody rezzed and rebuffed, and keep moving.
Oh, and I guess technically I need... Prester's Talisman. Ugh. So sad. A warrior pulled the aggro. All the buffs is gone. Dragon Fang Blade, Storm Rage Belt, Belt of Transcendence.
Who's throwing sacrifice on me to get rid of salve?
Me.
Okay. I just hadn't seen it before, so I was thrown off.
Let's go ahead and get our buffs going again.
I guess I could do freedom.
Or neither of them, just because I'm scared of buff cap.
Are you auto canceling self?
Yeah.
Okay.
You auto cancel. I'll do it.
Yeah, no worries. My auto cancel just doesn't start until in combat.
Ooh, forgot to flask. That's what I forgot to do.
That's correct. Ghost, you're missing. Get this marked up. Oh, it is marked.
So we have 2 sleeps here, so I don't know what we're gonna do. We'll have Claw on Diamond.
I
Are
can
you
sleep.
able to? Okay. So then we'll have Bow. You'll pick up Skull and Cross. Chance, you'll be on Star. I'll pull Circle away from you guys.
Let us know when. Say the word, Hummingbird.
Oh, I thought we
Wait,
had her up here.
did I
Okay.
target the wrong person?
Whoops. Nope, you're good. I got it.
No way. That's a major bummer.
Let me know when you're ready for a mark and I'll bring triangle.
Boo, I had to use 3 of them already. Jeez.
Sorry for damage on your claw. Good. Stay to the right as you enter the room.
Alright, don't forget, don't do the jump. It doesn't actually improve your speed. The whole raid collectively losing the buffs. What a bummer. You butt. But what can we do now? But carry on, carrying on.
Here, Bow will have you picking up Skull and Cross. Chance will have you on Circle. And then which of you druids, Ab will have you on Triangle, Claw, and Diamond.
Okay, sounds good.
Wow.
Okay, move that group away from the champion, guys. Captain.
Jesus.
Pick up in the movement.
see hunters doing it, but the seeders can be trained. If you see them. Oh, right there.
Whoo! This will be a low parsing run now. It's a little bit of a mess in here.
Claw, can you help sleep in the triangle? Sorry, I moved. Thank you.
Let's get Crow up and get upstairs right away.
You should throw in some int gear when you're doing that.
I really should. I like to stay in my bear gear in case I have to pick one up. But when I'm on a last target like that, it's actually a problem.
If you need to drink, just make sure you're sitting down in between each pole so that way you can drink while we notice.
Can I grab the assist when you get a sec? And I'll mark all these up.
Taskmaster's coming.
Taskmaster's coming. Get this guy.
And the kidney on the other one. I don't mean to exclude anybody.
Okay. Dang it. How did I get knocked into combat? Oh yeah, Thatcher, I got the live stream up. For discoverability purposes, Thash.
We are going to get Taskmasters in a second. Make sure circle's going down before them.
Okay. So that shouldn't matter back there. But we'll keep pushing it down over and over and over again if we have to. Stay down, fool. Okay.
Move up and drink.
Man, these guys just won't stay down right now. Pre-pre-doo, pre-pre-doo.
I bring everything that comes up to the landing. Kill it all up there.
Okay, we should be moving forward. Good. Gouda, Gouda, Gouda. Something tells me that was an accident.
Okay, go ahead, drink.
Actually, let's go put this in Gondor somewhere. General, professions, adventure. Where do I post this? Social? General?
Is there a rogue that's sticking with the raid?
Fell off for a second there. What's up, Thash? How you doing, man? So I think you can see.
Yeah, I didn't see cross there. Get cross
okay.
first, then square.
Whoop.
So focused, cross, then square.
That whelp knocked me out of stealth. That's alright, I can get back into stealth without a problem. But first we'll kill this whelp.
One on square.
Okay. We're getting behind the raid. Wait till we get out of combat. And we'll pop back into stealth. I don't know how you guys are doing it in Gondor right now. In this particular group, I actually pretty much stay in stealth for the entirety of the suppression room. I don't really DPS if I can basically avoid it. I just stick in stealth and just keep pushing down all the suppression traps.
So I'll go move up to the next cubby.
We also, and you can't see him right now, but one of the other rogues in the guild is actually staying in the front of the group doing kind of the same thing.
We've got a lot of accidental pulls right here.
Do we know what the timer is on the suppression thing? Is going back up?
It's random.
So we'll put all these down, keep them down.
So the trap kind of around the corner in the next cubby. Can we get that one, or will he detect you and stealth?
I can check real fast, but be ready.
What?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Now he pulls as soon as you go around this corner.
Not if he doesn't see the rogue. We do a fresh light on Druids.
Nice, good job, Fancy.
There you go.
So all DPS, remember whelps first.
2, 1.
Okay. Taking down the whelpy whelps. Sent another rogue over into the far corner to take down that trap so it's not getting all the healers and hunters and stuff like that. Pop our blade flurry and all that jazz. Get back against the walls best I can. Come on. I can pull the camera out like this, a little easier to see. Okay, so let's go for one more. Pop the T. Get the unloading going. Oh yeah, I resisted the knockback from the blast wave that time. Sweet.
Paladins because you actually popped into the line.
No. Ooh, was in front of him for half a second there. Now we are practicing not looting the head. We'll start clearing out all the whelps, so we just immediately go right back to putting down all the traps.
It's just for a moment, then the loot will come. But we should be killing wolves anyway. So.
What dropped today? Venomous totem that nobody needs, Bloodfang boots, Netherwind boots. Basically just a whole bunch of things that nobody really needs.
Okay, we're good for warlocks never.
Okay.
Once these whelps are down, I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man, I stripped down my UI like months ago. I don't want a whole bunch of stuff to be in the way, you know?
Over here on the left of
In the middle of the screen, there's always so much information you just really don't need. The bars at the bottom, I mean, I know which buttons do which abilities at this point. I've only been doing it for like, what, like almost a year now? When did Classic Re come out?
His name is Gregory, and he was just a little frisky, that's all.
Go for it.
Yeah, Thash, I'll let you know when we roll on them, so you can roll on the boots.
Did someone mark something else?
So I use this up here, this program called Ice HUD, with a combination of Bartender in order to basically clean up my interface the way that I have it. And there's some people that have it cleaned up even more. I mean, you'll notice that you can't see my health bar unless I'm in combat or targeting something. That's a setting that I put on there. Ooh, this is gonna be messy. They did not separate from the goblins. There it is.
Jump.
Come here, fool. Do we have a caster? We do not have a caster. There you go. Do you guys use this LOS trick to separate the casters from the goblins?
Oh my god.
You can grab Mike, please.
Presumably the rest of the warriors need it as well then?
No, I died.
Oh.
Should be another one coming. Where are you? So let's see. We're coming up on the bosses from whom I actually need things. Broodlord Lashlayer was not one of them. Fire Maw, also not one of them. I got the cloak last week. I think Ebon Rock. Yeah, I need Drakefang Talisman from Ebon Rock.
And I think next week I'm just not even gonna come with
And
true
then-
buffs, just because I either die in suppression or on group.
And then I think basically nothing. All right, incoming. Let's pay attention. Wait for it. Wait for it. Target whichever one comes further out, which in this case is the X. Ah, there we go. Can they put them next to each other? Oh, they do. Yes, another lead tank move so that all the cleave and blade flurry can do maximum potential damage. Take your skull and your X targets tanked by different tanks, but put them as close to each other as you possibly can. Brilliant. Triangle's going to go down so fast. So fast. Circle still up. You did one time so far, meaning you did the, like the LOS, this LOS style one time.
Pull will be Fire Maw. Throw up Fire Rays if you need to, and Cloak for tanks.
Okay,
Claw,
next
can we
pull
get you to
is
go
Fire
inside the
Maw.
room with Cora and Manchowder, please?
Okay.
So let's go ahead and hop over into our FR gear. That puts us at 181 fire resist. So we remove Bloodfang boots, Quick Strike ring, the belts, Black Hand's breath,
Test.
Hand of Justice, and the Cloak of Fire Maw all go away. Oh, I need to get the cloak enchanted. I keep forgetting about that. In favor of all the FR gear, my FR gear does so much less damage than my DPS gear, but it will increase uptime. In DPS gear, I usually have to run out around like 5 stacks of the debuff.
No tactical mastery, just save blood rage.
FR gear, I actually don't remember.
Exactly.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay, Fire Maw has been pulled. We'll get the targeting. We're sitting here.
Oh, what the fuck?
Wait for the call. There isn't a call, so it means you just figure it out yourselves. Okay, we're at 2 stacks. 3.
Low tonic.
Give it a little swap. 4 stacks. Oh, that was weird. 5. Oh, 7. 7 stacks. Get out. Get to the
Check if I need
LOS.
The next one, or do I need to figure it out?
I can top through it.
Get in the heals. 8,
Here, let me just
7, 6,
Alright.
5, 4,
And tonic.
3, 2, 1, 0. Buff comes off. Fancy Rogue goes back in. Why am I not getting the buttons off? There we go.
It's just one.
3 stacks. 4 stacks. Oh man, getting low. 6 stacks coming in. We're gonna go ahead and give ourselves a little bandage here, just to help out the heals. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pop our slice and dice as we hop back into the battle. Oh, look at that. A whole bunch of our melee died.
Good recovery.
But Fire Maw goes down.
That's a okay.
I believe he just dropped this fist weapon. Someone will want that, I'm pretty sure. But we'll roll for all the loot at the end. And now we can go back into DPS gear because Ebonrock doesn't do the flame debuff. Do we... Oh wait, I think we have to clear more before Ebonrock? Can't remember. We only did 2... Oh yeah, because we only did 2 pulls of the trash. DPS. My DPS right now is at 664. Total damage done. Pretty low because, like I said, I don't do any damage during the trash in the suppression room. I just stay in the back and
Chicken, we got another technician. Pull,
knock
right?
down all of the traps.
Do is just get them marked.
Roger. All right, just making sure.
Yeah, Thash, I actually watched you guys last week. I was chatting with Aslan the entire time. This was actually a good one to watch because on Vale, one of our warriors pulled aggro on Vale by accident and wiped half the raid. We still managed to kill Vale, but at least half of our raid right now is without world buffs, myself included. So our DPS is going to be lower than normal.
Got it.
Oh, Pollard, I'm gonna
Ooh.
die.
All right. Notice all the melee holding back. There you go. Waiting for the casters to be separated out from the group. Because if you die, you do 0 DPS, so... Strictly speaking, I should be on the other target. But now the other target's dead, so it doesn't matter. Switch over to the Spellbinders second. After the Summoners are all gone. And then we go to the Drake Talon Overseer. So Thash, when I was watching your stream last week, or the Gondor stream last week, Jay Leah is the person who streams for you guys, and she only has the healer point of view, so I actually can't really see what your melee is doing. And of course, melee is the group that I actually can speak to, so
Yeah,
it's
triangle, bow on cross.
it's a little weird.
Chance on star.
So if there are any improvements to give you guys, I don't actually know exactly what they are.
3, 2, 1.
Now these guys, you'll notice that none of them are marked with a skull. That's because none of them is always going to be the first target to go down. You have to wait and see what they do. And your tanks should know and should be able to call out which target everybody should go to.
Star is arcane.
Star has arcane vulnerability, so the mages will be shooting.
So mages, be very careful on the circle. Shooting threat will be low because of the brute.
I would just say just knock out the other two.
We've got, well, it's also bronze, so maybe it'll start melee. We have backup tanks now, so it should be okay to go.
Now this won't make much of a difference. The vulnerabilities won't make a difference for you, really. I mean, like, at all. Oh, geez. Come here. Stay put. But for the mages, they'll make a huge difference. So you saw on my screen probably that there were a bunch of mages using arcane missiles. There's no mage that is spec'd into arcane.
Stay away from chicken. Keep spinning X mob does.
But the vulnerability is so significant that even if you're not spec'd into it,
Can you hear this, Melanie?
you should still do whatever the damage is that thing is vulnerable to. If you're spec'd into frost and he's vulnerable to fire, you're shooting fireballs the whole time because the vulnerability is that significant. For melee, the only thing you really need to worry about is whether or not a tank is spinning. And if the tank is spinning, then that means that he's going to be doing AoE damage to everyone around him, including you. So then whatever target he's on, you need to find a different one. This is another series of rather boring AoE pulls. You're looking for the summoners, the warlocks first. They'll separate the spellbinders out from the group, or they should. Don't stand in fires, kind of a difficult thing to do when there's fire everywhere. Ooh, they were late bringing this guy in. It's all right. And then we should go over to the spellbinder.
There's it.
And the overseer will be dead by the time he's out. Oh, there was some purple loots on that guy. Essence Gatherer on the Spellbinder. What is this? Look at how much DPS the wands do. Isn't that crazy? That's a pretty good one. Restores 5 MP5. Nice. The Overseer is skinnable, but I believe right now, getting ready to pull the next series. I'm going to go ahead and refresh my food buff, and I'll refresh my Juju buff.
Okay, we're good for pull.
They send in the hunter pet, you'll notice, to actually do the pulling. Not the actual hunter. The hunter uses beast vision and actually goes in and does the pull with their pet, then uses the dash on their pet to pull back. That way the worst thing that happens is one of the hunter pets dies. All of the tanks are lined up, you'll see out here, to pick up all the pulls. Meanwhile, we have a couple people assigned to get aggro on the skull and the X to pull them around the corner to where all the melee are waiting to unleash hell. Again, half a second slow on bringing the X in. We'll sprint across the room to Mr. Spellbindy. And that's all she wrote for that. That's 2. I think there are like 4 or 5 of these pulls. They're very unexciting. But this is another reason why they do it with the hunter using beast vision, because we can pull all of the pulls all the way back down to here without actually having to worry about anybody getting caught, pulling extra groups.
2 spellbinders here, the second one.
And this room is so big that you can spread them out quite nicely.
Other than that, business as usual.
Meanwhile, you'll notice all the AoE, all your mages, warlocks, etc., are focusing all their AoE in this general area, because that's where all of the goblins with all the explosives are being pulled.
What's that?
How am I on 50 charges? I guess I could just check up here too, 50, 70. We'll grab the skull on its way down. X is coming first, it looks like. Come here, X-Band. Uh-oh. Apparently I hit the wrong button. X is going down. Skull will be next. Triangle and diamond are across the room. Start heading that way. Ab is taking them together. I'm not sure which one we're supposed to be targeting first. What did he say? Guess doesn't really matter. Oh no! I've been morphed into a squirrel. A squirrel again! A squirrel again! Stop me from becoming a squirrel, please. I do not enjoy it, Sam, I am. Alright. That took 7 charges. I'm still 13th in total damage done. 636 on my DPS.
Once everyone's
Look at this moon shield, man. This guy, he's nuts. Comes fully stocked to every raid. When he's fully buffed for the whole raid, he'll clear 1,000 DPS for the whole raid. I mean, he's crazy. Just crazy town. When we don't have a warrior, pull aggro on Veil and kill everybody, that is. Ay, ay, ay. We are way off from our best clear, man. Last week, we did all of BWL in under an hour. Moonshield is sword.
Polyed.
Come here, Warlock.
I've got the unmarked warlock.
Why? There we go.
Fuck me, I just hit red.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Damage coming. They managed to get the unmarked warlock into the group. Gouda. Charge it across to the triangle. Oof. My parse for this run is going to be rough.
Did you just go kill yourself because of that?
Is that all the groups? Do we have more?
Pretty much.
One more? Is it 5 of these groups? Oof. It always feels like you're down here forever. I think you spend longer in this room than you do in the suppression room. Okay, good. Looks like we cleared those. Now a couple of the bigger pulls. These guys are back to what I was saying before. These 3, none of them is marked with a skull because you have to wait until the tank calls out what they're vulnerable to and whether or not they're going to make them spin in order to figure out exactly who you should be targeting.
Ab on triangle and bow on cross.
Triangle.
60, 30, okay. Behind him, Ebonrock and Flamegore, one after another.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Do you have the little goblin man sheet, or are we good?
I don't know what's happening with the other 2.
I have brute power blue, so my threat's gonna be low. One fits on triangles.
Oh no! Come on. Ooh, wasted my adrenaline rush.
Wait, what? How did I get across?
Bow is stuck in guard me. I was like,
Never hit it.
Yeah, I saw that.
Hunters, I'm
Ugh.
pretty sure this. No, I don't know.
They are the Stunzors tonight.
No, like I'm hitting it, and it's not even nature. It's kind of bouncing around.
This is messy, 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 messy. Okay. Triangle, she's up. Adventure Gloves of the Eagle. Aw, Crobius died. Crobius dies a lot, though, so we don't really cry for him anymore. Okay, Ebonrock. And what's the other one? Flamegore? Ebonrock and Flamegore.
Honestly, I'm grateful that they gave Ani Cloak both a unique model and a unique inventory icon.
You will do the exact same thing on Ebonrock and Flamegore. One does fire damage and one does shadow damage, but you just do the same thing. Stay behind it and stab it as much as you can. Once he gets into position, I'm actually going to switch and start using my arrow keys for movement, because you should, if the tanks are doing it in the nice way, you shouldn't have to move all that much. Boom, boom. Just make sure you're always staying behind it. This is actually pretty typical of what it's going to look like. With Ebon Rock and Flame Gore will look exactly the same. He's just going to be spinning around over and over and over again, but should only be spinning in like this 60-degree arc where he should always be facing one of these walls. I feel like, yeah, that's what I was about to say. Bo had his attention for far longer than he probably should have. Got a little bit of a heal off, but mostly he is dead. No! Uh-oh, uh-oh. There we go. DFT! Oh, Drake Talon Pauldrons, Aegis of Preservation.
That was extremely quiet. I didn't hear that.
Boo. Alright, so Ebon Rock, no Drake Fang Talisman.
Hey, quick, I'm gonna award something to you.
Bummer.
To want to because it's unique and I can't pick it up.
Roger.
So let's see. Flame Gore has nothing that we need. Chromagus has nothing that we need. So the next is Nefarian, who has two things we need. Prestor's Talisman and the Boots of the Shadow Flame.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Do not touch the boss.
Oh, is that a heal?
That was terrifying.
Your healers and everybody else want to make sure that they are doing practically nothing during the pull.
Photonic.
Uh-oh. Stay back on the threat. Good. Let's see. We don't have any of our cooldowns. Four-point S&D should be enough to get us through the rest of the fight. Uh-oh. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was a big one. Okay, Flame Gore goes down.
Sucks to have your taunt resisted.
Storm Rage, Handguard, Shroud of Pure Thought.
Yeah, that was
Bingo Bango.
pretty sad. And then right after one buffer like that.
And we're back up to these three guys once again. Wait to see what the marks are. Wait to see who calls out what. And enjoy a piece of pie while you're waiting.
Oh, I took the gun enraged before I popped my fab. I'll try not to steal your spot this time, Bo, sorry.
So, yeah, and just ab on triangle, or bow on cross, trying to be on the circle.
Can Gabe get south, please?
1 second, my game crashed.
Oh no, I just sat down from a food buff. There we go. All right, got it. So we'll wait for half a second just to hear what everybody says.
Made sure I'm
Just make an arbitrary decision about where to start, and then listen to the calls.
No triangles. We call it out if you know it. Shadow.
Whoa. Circle has the runs.
Cross.
Cross, I hear cross.
He's doing a threat wipe of some sort. I don't know what it is.
Come on. God, that stun, it lasts for a very long time. All right, all three of them are down. Wow, Ringo's blizzard boots dropped. I have no idea if those are good, but they're not for me. Okay, Thash. The next one to watch, Chromagus.
Go for what, another 4 weeks?
First off, here's a summoning trick.
Yeah, it's nice to have for those occasions, I guess.
I mean, yeah.
But
You put a summon out on the tank,
Time that you want to be getting there.
Would be nice to see.
but
the
he
healer
doesn't
boots.
accept it yet.
Yes, certainly would.
This lever up here, when he pulls the lever, is going to release Chromagus, but it doesn't immediately put him into combat. So what he'll do is he'll pop that lever to release Chromagus and then accept the summon, which will put him exactly back where he needs to be in order to tank
Right,
the
so
boss.
remember, everyone's staying below bow on threat until we see the second breath.
Then, the next thing you have to worry about is just staying below number 2 on the threat meter. Or below the second tank. Not below the first tank, which you always have to do, but actually below the second tank. Your DBM is going to show you that he's got breaths that come out. First breath cooldown, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. They have a little bit of a cast time, so you don't have to run out right away. But you definitely don't want to get hit by it. His breath happens, you run right back in again. Pop your cooldowns right after a breath. That will give you the most amount of time that you can use before another breath comes. The second breath is coming pretty soon. 3, 2, 1. Get out of the way. Here comes the breath. And once the cast is off, you just pop right back in again. Corrosive acid is coming in. That is now his breath. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go out. You'll notice I did not actually pop a finisher during that time, waiting for him to do his breath, come back out, then pop a fresh finisher with my 5 full stacks. So even though I had 5 combo points earlier and could have popped another finisher, there wasn't really any point to it because I knew I would have to run out and run back in again. Ignite Flesh, that's going to be the next breath. One, and let's run out for this one. Ignite Flesh casts. We go right back in again. He's now in stage 2 where he enrages. We miss our record victory, but we knew that was going to happen because we've all lost our buffs.
Finish him, stay in, kill him.
And Chromagus is down. This time it's going to be Pauldrons of Transcendence, Taut Dragonhide, Netherwind Mantle and Girdle of the Fallen Crusader. And we move along to Nefarian. Now, Nefarian is a long fight with many different parts.
Can I have a sand?
Your job is to kill things and stab the dragon.
I got you.
Spell.
And that's it. That's your job. The job is significantly harder for literally everybody else. But rogues just stand there and kill things and stab the dragon.
Where are you at, Faye?
All right. Somebody should remind everybody to equip your Onyxia Scale Cloak. If you fight Nefarian without your Onyxia Scale Cloak, you will die. Period. End of story. There is one way to avoid dying if you don't have your Onyxia Scale Cloak, but you basically have to avoid combat to do it, so just put on your cloak.
So Ab and Shams, can we have you guys on the right-hand side closest to Magus?
Sure can.
Onyxia Scale Cloak
Let's save that repair bot for
is on. What group am I in this week? Group 4, so that puts me on the right side. So they should split the group into two. They should split the raid into two groups for this guy. There are 2 doors located there and there that I just pinged. On the screen, the way I'm actually looking, one of them is up here, the other one is up here. And crazy creatures and things will spawn from those doors and try to kill everybody.
Kodiak, can I have you go over to the other side, please?
This is Chowder. You assigned me to Bo. Am I supposed to stay with him, or I'm in group 2?
No, we'll have you stay on that right side. Let's just have you on Ab or Chance here.
Okay.
You guys want to hang on 1 second because Mirror Trip's locked in. She's right outside.
Uh-oh.
Okay, ignore this pull timer.
Ooh, that was close.
Hey guys, sorry, I'm logging in.
So, Rated, Solo, and Aradra, can we have you guys over on the right-hand side, please?
I'm in the instance.
Let's get a summon out on Mirror.
Yeah, Doug's already got it.
Okay.
Rated, can you hear me, man?
Do I need to buff everyone with Mark of the Wild, or you're good?
You're fine. Let's just
Paul's
do
got
it.
it.
5,
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
And away
Ooh,
we
almost used
go.
my Oni cape.
all of my buffs are going to run off before the end of this fight.
Convinced that like Rated has me muted or something on Discord.
So you have to kill a certain number of these draconids, and they just keep spawning over and over and over again
In second phase
until
lightning,
you've
if
killed
you'll keep
40
your
of
word
them.
on chicken and convert, if you'll keep it on mirror, M-I-R-E-L-R-E. Thanks, guys.
Let's use lightning.
Okay. Continuing right along. These guys go down pretty fast. But they can be a little bit hard to see once they...
You're on the wrong side of the room.
What?
Now you tell me.
Oh, we told you several times. You didn't seem to hear us.
Yeah.
Shadow command on quick spell. Oh god. I get dizzy just flipping the screen back and forth while we kill these guys. 6 more.
Do you want me to res quick?
Let's wait till the breath. We'll see what happens.
Okay.
To the best of your ability, you want to keep all of them grouped up as nicely as you can.
Targets.
Stage 2 begins. So your tank should already been prepared. Finish killing off these guys. And Nefarian, right there, you'll notice that 757
Do you want me to
damage
res
that
him,
we
or
just took.
we got him up?
That was
I
his.
think I
guys
saw
are
one.
fine.
I think I saw one go out.
That was the
Take it.
damage after the
that.
shadow, after the Onyxia Scale Cloak. Now he's gonna fear just like Onyxia. We'll wait until he does the first one of those before we pop cooldowns.
Goose. Thank you.
Where's the fear? Where's the fear, Nefarian?
Warrior call. Chicken has death push up.
Nefarian has just placed his warrior call out. Here's the bellowing roar, making us all run away. Get back in. Now we can go nuts.
Death push on it. We'll call still up. Freeze, stop yelling. Choose paladins for flag.
Pool until, there we go. Pop again. Pop a roach. Great, now we've got our 5 combo points. Bellowing Roar comes out. We're gonna keep backstabbing until we get lower on our slice and dice bar, which is my orange bar going down on the left.
Over. Druid call and be Majesty Curse.
Another Bellowing Roar coming out. 30 seconds left on my food buff. Ooh, okay. Bellowing Roar is off cooldown, which means he can do it at any time. But he hasn't done it yet. Stage 3 coming soon. Stage 3 is when all of those things that you killed at the beginning will come back to life. So, as a rogue...
Ads.
Oh, class call on us. Turn him, turn him, turn him. So when the rogue class call comes out, he will teleport all of the rogues directly in front of him. It is at that point.
Crow. No Crow goose.
No, 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 no. That's not. Don't bring him there. That's a really bad place for you to have him. Get the class call off. Oh, Crobe.
Hey, I think you're good. Never mind.
Oh. Well, we got the kill, but the reason why we died was because the class call on rogues teleports all the rogues directly in front of Nefarian, and they stick there. You can't move. So it's up to the tank to turn Nefarian away so that he doesn't kill all of the rogues. In this case, what happened was we got the rogue call. The tank turned Nefarian away, but then the tank died. So we had another tank pick him up and turn him to where he normally stands in order to tank him without paying attention to the fact that the rogue call was still up. So a bunch of us got murdered. And all these greens. Let's see, did anything drop that we want?
Over to MC.
Okay, let's go back up here. Mission Dare Circlet dropped. Netherwind Robes dropped. 2 Netherwind Robes dropped. The Head of Nefarian. Ascondi the Greatsword dropped. And that's it. No dice for us. So now, we run over and clear MC. All of this loot, by the way, is going to be handed out while we're doing MC. Literally nothing dropped that we needed. The Band of Akuria, I still need off of Rag, and that's dropped the last 2 weeks in a row, but gone to somebody else. The last 2 weeks in a row, I've been rolling against one other person for it and lost both times, which is a bummer, but what can you do? Not going to worry about rebuffing at all until we get into Molten Core. And then, to be honest with you, I'll probably just put on my poisons and save my consumables. Yeah, we'll find out. Dude, I posted that I was doing this stream in the Gondor General channel, and apparently McNasty's pretty upset about it. So I left Gondor in good standing with everybody else. It was pretty.
Sorry.
Just keep us alive.
I left Gondor in pretty good standing with everybody else, and basically said like, "I love you guys, but
Let's see if we can clear
this guild is moving a little faster, and
If you jump down.
that's what I'm into." And everybody was like, "Yeah, cool." And because I left in good standing, they didn't revoke any of my Discord privileges in the channel or anything like that. So I still talk to Az and Nomad and some of those other people from time to time. Az I talk to a lot.
We could make it.
So yeah, the short is after you asked if I was streaming, I was like, oh yeah, that's right. I should probably tell people I'm streaming. So I took the link to my stream and I put it in the general chat in the Gondor Discord. And McNasty is the only one who responded. And I mean, you can look at the Discord channel and see what he wrote.
Yeah, that was awesome. Very well synchronized.
he took the time to thumbs down my post. That's fine, man.
Yeah, this is best.
I'm not super worried about it.
I agree.
But now it's time for another couple bites of pie.
Trust in you.
You gotta swim towards the wall, though. Towards the like
shit.
shelf.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Nice. Okay, I'll be right back.
What you need, Chance?
Woo! Excuse me.
Does anyone for some reason need a summon to MC before I zone in?
This is man powder. I'm saved, but if you guys have room, is it cool if I bring my priest again? I brought him last week.
Could I get a couple stacks of water from one of the mages, please? Thank you, Grandpa.
No problem.
I mean, his deal is his deal. You know, if you'll notice, I chose not to respond to the negative aspect of it. I mean, if you want to watch, watch, and if you don't want to watch,
Where's
don't
your
watch.
priest matchator? Will I need this?
You know what I mean? So
he was rated by UBRS.
I watched your stream last week.
I can just pop
I
right
talked
down.
to Aslan while you guys were doing it. I saw where you guys got caught and figured like, oh, okay, well, we're about at that point in our run. If you want to watch, then go for it. It's just meant to be a tool. But I don't need to sit there and explain myself on Gondor's Discord server, so you can watch or not, and he's clearly choosing not to. I mean, if it's that big a concern, then I'm sure one of your officers will reach out to me and say something about it. Otherwise, I'll post maybe in the Rogue channel or something that it's gonna start, because I know all of you guys are cool. I don't think Aslan really needs to watch for any particular reason. But, I mean, if you just want to see footage of a rogue doing your rogue job, then that's why it's there. For the warriors too, I guess, for the most part. Any melee DPS, because melee DPS, everyone does the same thing, really. This time, oh man, if you watch us do this MC run,
Everyone here, if I kick off loot,
you'll see some very different stuff. The way that Diplo does MC from the way that Gondor does MC. Diplo employs a lot of the fast strategies. In fact, Diplo employs like as many of the fast strategies as possible. So we skip a lot of the trash. We group up things on the boss.
so we'll wait a sec for the two of them.
Hey, Kodiak, you still have
Depending on whether or not we're feeling cheeky, sometimes we pull the like the groups of hounds that all have to die at the same time. Last week we pulled all of those groups two at a time instead of one at a time.
Can I buy that off of you? Am I really quiet to you guys?
Yeah. No.
You sound fine for me.
I mean, true.
Yeah, someone in our...
Okay, dropping repair bot up here.
Yeah, Chicken's pretty quiet. Chicken's turned all the way up. I have Ab turned all the way up. 4G repair bill. It's not too bad considering that we make 30G doing the instance. Trying to get my Darnassus rep all the way up to Exalted if I can so that I can make my first epic mount one of the tigers. Be the only gnome riding around on a tiger.
All right, we should be good to get started here. Are you guys fine doing loot while we start clearing trash?
Sure.
More at Sild and Quick.
Okay.
Or I guess just Sild.
Should be starting.
Oh, is restarting his computer, I think. He'll be back. Faye, I think if you're logged out for box, you can log in. We're gonna call.
We'll pop one mongoose for this place. But I'm gonna save the food buffs and the short buffs. I have to remember to get flasks. I always forget. I always forget to flask. Cloak of Fire Maw is back on. Did they switch around the groups? Because sometimes we have, yeah. RSL. Let me see if I can find RSL. You'll appreciate this. Oops. Okay, so here's RSL. This is RSL's gear. You'll notice that it's all blues, basically. Watch RSL's DPS for this run. Okay. 2 Fire Lords incoming at the beginning. Three Fire Lords coming in at the beginning, apparently.
Extra spawn flag first. Then X.
Oh man. Okay, come on, spawny boys. Okay. Now we're gonna do the wall jump.
Why's that?
Wasn't even in here.
Are we gonna do the wall jump or what?
All right, let's all jump down. Remember, just face towards the wall as you jump.
Jump and face the wall.
So we have Grandpa on the lava.
Just make sure that your tanks go
And either
first.
send him, or let's just hurry and pull this down here.
Or watch him die.
Preferably not dead. Alright, Skeleton Annihilator.
Then you just have to make sure that everybody gets off the wall. Otherwise, if somebody pulls aggro that's stuck on the wall, then they can cause the mobs to evade. Brilliant. That time, we got it without even a spawn.
He was just waiting for us.
He was. You see him pace back and forth.
I thought he was gonna leave, honestly. So I don't know if someone got a distract on him or something.
So Shadowcraft gear for AQ. There is a.
There's a green on the puppy.
My take on it is, if you're willing to put in the time, or you already have all of your Shadowcraft gear, it's awesome, because the 4-piece set bonus that gives you energy on a chance to give energy on hit is huge, and there's actually a combination of gear, including 4 pieces of the Dark Mantle set. Whoa!
Click loot for a second.
Hold on a second. Pass. Nope. Pass. Bloodfang bracers, boots. Pass. I don't need this either, and I don't need this either. Okay. Sorry. That's our loot add-on. So that's them rolling for loot in the guild. So yeah, sorry, Shadowcraft upgraded into the what's referred to as the 0.5 tier set is called Dark Mantle, as I'm sure you already know. There is a particular combination of 4 pieces of Dark Mantle gear and some AQ gear that actually sims within 10 DPS points of being full AQ geared. So what that means is, if you have all of your Shadowcraft and you have the time and energy to go through all of the quests to turn it into Dark Mantle, it's actually really, really powerful. Very, very strong. It also will help you save your time rolling against the rest of the rogues for the AQ loot at first. You could save your DKP, since I know that's the system that you guys are still using.
The giant is dying, so just
you can save your DKP for like the daggers that drop and any of that kind of stuff. So if you've got it, or you're willing to go through all of the dungeons to try and farm it, it's great. And better players than I have done a lot of testing with it and found, like I said, that it sims very, very closely to full AQ 40 gear. But the drawback is that even though you only need 4 pieces to get that set bonus, in order to get the combination of pieces that will actually sim close to the AQ 40 stuff, you actually have to get all 8 pieces of the Dark Mantle set. Because 2 of the ones that you have to use are the last 2 that you have to convert from Shadowcraft to Dark Mantle, and you have to do all of them in order. You can't just pick and choose which ones you want to upgrade.
Hey, Faye, if there are particular items that drop through,
Yeah, it does look pretty cool too.
For me, and then whether it's need or greed, and I'll change your response manually.
I actually started for a couple of weeks trying to get it until I went through, I think I did Skolo 5 or 6 times and only got the boots. And the problem is, if you go into Skolo with a really good group, it's easy. Takes an hour, maybe hour and a half, probably, because it's really long. But man, it wasn't worth all the rest of the wipes. After a certain amount of time, I was like, you know what? This isn't fun anymore. It's just like a tedious job. How many of the Shadowcraft pieces do you already have? Or rather, or if it's easier, which ones are you missing? And also, while you're answering that, keep in mind, I don't know if you've looked at the quest chain, but it isn't cheap. It costs at least 200 gold, I think a little bit more, to go through all of the different parts of it to get all the different pieces. And then you also have to gather a significant number of different items and then actually do the quests. You don't just like take your pieces somewhere and then they upgrade them to Dark Mantle. You take your pieces to this woman in Ironforge, and she goes, "Oh yeah, okay. Now go do this thing for me, and then when you come back, I'll give you this upgraded stuff." You're only missing 2 pieces, or you have 2 pieces? Ooh, this is gonna be bad. Maybe. We have a Surger and all the imps.
Nice recovery. Good job getting yourself off those.
Oh, gotcha. So the bracers are a BOE,
Shoulders are set to be the.
and you have the shoulders. So you actually still have.
For the interested.
Uh-oh. Oh, sorry, I got really close because one wasn't paying very close attention. Yeah, so you actually still have to run like so many of the instances. You need what? You need Ubers. You need Strat Live for the boots. Ubers is the chest. You need Strat Undead for the legs. You need Skolo for the hat. Oh no, the hat and the boots are in Skolo. Where do the shoulders come from? I don't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, you've got a significant amount of work to do. But to be honest with you, again, I don't know when Gondor is going to be going into AQ anytime soon. So you honestly, you might have time. And if you do have the time to get them, and you do get them, it also means that you can save your DKP from all that BWL loot that you won't need. So that's another thing to consider too. So yeah, I mean, if you're willing to put in the farm time, actually might be pretty smart for you to do it. But it means you're gonna have to run a whole bunch of really terrible dungeons a lot of times.
Sit down while you have the chance.
Okay. Pulling the next set of pups. Excuse me, puppy.
Pally Power Sign is something I pressed up. It does slightly different stuff pallets. Or just do it. Let me look up just one. Or maybe after Lucy. Yeah, Dennis, you just do kings across the board. We'll think about power after this one.
Warriors combination with 10 seconds. So we'll have you on skull, bow across you.
Skull.
Yeah. That was supposed to be 4. Holy shit.
All right.
Oh, I got my shoulder pads.
Warriors, press your intimidating shot. Please you can find control.
Come here. Oh. I always forget. Just use Eviscerate on this guy, because if you have the curse on you, it's a pain in the butt to remember.
Actually, I got MC twice.
Strat Live for shoulders. Oh, that's cool. So that's at least one full instance you don't have to do anymore. But you still got to go to Strat Undead and Skolo and Ubers. Ubers usually pretty easy to find a group for. Usually very few rogues. And what else? It actually usually goes pretty quickly. Most of those are about an hour now, so that's not too bad. Skolo, though, man, you need the boots and the cap from Skolo, and that one is rough sauce, dude. That instance sucks. That's the word, actually. By the way, I don't know if you can see clearly enough in my stream, but the #1 damage dealer with 611 DPS in our raid right now is Aracel, the rogue, with all blue items. Except for I think Aracel has the Night Slayer bracers. I think that's the only purple. But yeah, Aracel's in all blues, running 611 DPS in Molten Core, #1 on our chart, despite all the BWL gear stuff. Just goes to show what a difference the buffs make. Buff and skill makes. Okay, so this pull is messy. Let's run around and even things out. Alright, good, we're good.
Do we want both packs again? Okay, we'll grab the left.
Let's let, yeah, actually, never mind. I was gonna say, let's let healers drink so we can pull rage on them, but most of the healers are full mana anyway.
Uh-oh. Oh, man. So we did the double hound group. Get him down. Get him down. There we go.
All right, your turn. I was gonna say it. Maybe the warriors too, because they have a way to try this entire remote.
We could get a fort and salvation, please.
I think we'll reapply poisons. Nah, we'll do it right after this boss, I guess. Oop, that's not what I wanted to do.
Somebody for that loot?
Yeah, you'll need to trade Soloria.
Yeah, so you can trade me now if you wanted to. Come trade the diamond if you want something and I haven't given it to you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay. Let's grab a Magmadar. There's the
I'm fear.
first
I can't drink.
fear. Wow, right off the top, too.
I got it.
We all did.
I did the next one.
Oh, boo.
Sorry, guys. Oops really dropped the ball there, but he was here too.
Thanks, Alex.
Okay, we're at our full 5 points. Whoa, whoa. Hey there. Don't turn around, big dog. You stay where you are, please. All right, Magmadar shot. Just like to see what everybody can get. And now we'll redo the poisons, otherwise I will forget. Just trying to see if Aslan was online.
I may have forgot to loot the last boss, so I'm gonna go pick that stuff up after I loot this one.
It's good.
He's on the way.
3.
Nice done. Did it serve you well, at least?
Okay. Oh, I don't need this anymore. Okay. Imp
Wait, no,
respawns are
that
down.
was our very first temple run. Holy shit. It's a long time ago.
Yeah, it was back in October.
Well, you gotta go to ZG and do the thing.
Do the thing with the guy.
Exactly. You know.
Love that dog.
Oh. Surger coming in as we pull the puppy.
Let's get dog down first here.
Dog first is the call.
Sorry, checking.
The other tank on the Surger trying to pull it within melee range.
You have no room to talk, Mr. Rat.
Hey, it's at least it's clear where the noise is coming from in my case.
Ab sounds like he's in like Fast and the Furious.
Oh, you mean when I have my window open? Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Keep
Sorry,
expecting to hear Vin
I think
Diesel's voice.
I had a motorcycle fly past my place.
No, you're fine. Just maybe. It's not a problem at all.
It's raining for pink slips. I just saw that.
Okay. All right. I forgot we had died. I should enable the mining.
I want to get that window
snooze.
tint that looks like Vin Diesel sitting there.
Turn it back around. Now I think they pull. No, they clear another couple first.
Thank you.
Ooh, definitely got to switch to the Fire Lord first. Okay. Now, what else are they pulling?
So same, tank assignments here. We'll have Ab on Skull, Bow on Cross.
Great. So now they just go straight for Gehenus.
So I was looking for you.
I'm the one who took it on my head.
Please leave this dog. Just conveniently located and everything.
Okay, your boots are in there with all that DE stuff, so don't DE them.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The pull goes out. We pop a free action potion right at the beginning.
It was actually me, sorry.
But they keep everybody as close together as they possibly can. Why? Fire happens. Really? Come on, get out of the fire. And Gehenus is down. Before I could even really actually see what was happening. We just clear what has to be cleared in order to get to Rag. We skip everything else, which is is why at about 25 minutes in, we've already killed 3 bosses. Skadoosh.
Hold on the right.
Kill Firelight first.
Okay. Destroyer and then the giant. I don't actually know that it matters very much, if I'm being completely honest. I try to put them close. Ooh, they're just a little too far away. Little too far apart. Heyo. Okay. Switch to the Fire Lord as it passes us by. And we move forward.
Hello, puppy.
Someone brought their pig. Okay.
Well, thank you.
Oh, this one's me.
Probably need a bandage here.
Heyo. Okay. What is happening right now? So many things all at once. Ah, they spread them out. Spread them out just a little too far.
And every vanish. 5 seconds.
That's Cora.
That's Cora.
Thank you.
Okay, they'll pull the
Congrats, Draft.
puppies now.
Congrats, Drat.
Congrats, quick.
Gyra. That's big.
Hiya.
That's hello.
That's the.
That's him.
Some. Can Zip have the star ruby?
We can get that patrolling dog when we get a chance and just start marking our prayer.
Okay, guys, if you want an item, don't train me. Trade Sildoria.
Yeah, you listen here, motherfuckers.
She's untrainable. Don't try to train her.
Oh, okay. I was thinking a different.
I thought that trade.
What are they doing with this puppy? Turn him around. No, not toward the raid. Away from the raid. Woof!
Thank you.
We may need pally rebuffs.
Yes, hit me, Kings.
Four warlocks. Yeah, that's a little more accurate.
What's that from?
Sesame Street. One.
The goat.
All right, so the way we do Gar is we just kill Gar. Actually, this is very, very similar to the way that Gondor does it. We just tank things a little bit differently, and you'll notice we don't clear out the room because we pull everything from this side of the room, and
Wow, that claw the
we just don't clear all of the trash.
Yeah.
We're almost done with BWP. I'll move on to the MC.
Okay. So, tank assignments and banish assignments were just put up. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have 5 warlocks with us today.
Wait, that's a typo. You're banishing square. Okay.
All right, here we go.
3, 2, 1.
Gonna wait until the boss gets pulled out.
Stand active. We're on the boss. DPS is on the boss.
All DPS is on the boss. They don't kill any of the ads, not a single one.
What about Lash Shan? When does that expire?
Never.
We get up to our 5-point combo, but we hold on to it. We're gonna wait to the last possible minute without popping over our energy cap. Oh no, I forgot to... silly. I forgot to Blade Flurry.
5 seconds on diamond. You want it rebanished? 2, 1.
Yeah, rebanish them. Kill Skull and then X. X and then Star.
Come over here where I'm not gonna just get booted right away.
Star. Time to rebanish this bad boy. That's on me.
Hello, Moon.
No more banishes.
No more banishes on square.
4, 3, 2 seconds on diamond.
Square next. Circle. Square and circle. Wait if you want to get out.
was far enough away that I wouldn't get the boot. Diamond is dead. Night Slayer cover. Brutality Blade. Ooh, there's gonna be some rolls. Okay, and now we go into the gear switchy section of the raid.
Yukon, come trade Pildoria for these bracers. Because I gotta get them to you in 8 minutes. It's making me a little antsy now.
Put on fire resist gear if that's your thing.
If that's your thing, he says.
Got surgery.
Okay.
All these packs, let's have Giraffe Banish Square with Flay as backup, Grandma Banish Moon with Doug as backup.
This whole section is one of the biggest differences between Diplo and Gondor. You will notice a fair amount that is different. The Shaz fight in particular, you'll notice a lot that's different.
7 seconds on that.
Don't get in the fire. Very close to being stunned in the fire. Okay.
That's not a guard, so banish these way back. Or I'm sorry, let them run way up before we vanish.
Evade? He shouldn't be evading me.
Oh.
That's some energy quick. One fireball lottery.
I got like 3 of them, dude. Felt like I was in a Bukkake film. Not by choice.
Gross. They're
Sure.
talking about on what they're talking about in Discord. It's pretty sick. Not for kids, ladies and gentlemen.
My taunts on cooldown. Alright, there we go.
Okay. Refresh the poisons again. The stacks are getting low. The charges are getting low.
Hello. Getting call in sick today. If you believe in your ability to do it safely, some good distract again.
Gar is coming.
Oh, resisted. That sucks. Thanks for trying.
So does that mean we're gonna do a couple of extra pats? Probably, but I don't know where they are. No? We're waiting? I guess we're waiting. Okay.
You ready for going? Stack up next to lava. Automatically get the bomb, all that good stuff.
Do you guys keep saying Gar? Because I keep hearing you say Gar.
Oh yeah, his name is Geddon.
That sounds like the sort of thing I would do. Sorry, guys.
We will save the energy till after the first Nova. Inferno. Not Nova, sorry.
Convert. Ooh, that's not gonna be.
And then get in. Whoa.
The problem is that the last tick is the one that took the most damage. So you think you're good until you get destroyed.
Run away, little girl. Run away. And Geddon is down already. What's the loot? Do we get a binding? Finally? Maybe? Nope. Someone would be screaming already. Instead, we got 2 pieces of garbage. And we're back to our FR resist.
Hey, Kona, did I win the? Did you roll against me for the pauldrons?
Kona's a paladin.
Yeah. Sorry. Sorry.
Oh, I was like, pauldrons. Judgment shoulders to the drove.
I didn't want to win 2 rolls against it. Did somebody else who rolled for the shroud roll for the pauldrons?
I think a rager gets you on the pauldrons.
I rolled a 2, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I felt bad about that.
Very strong.
I mean, my set right now is pretty decent. It's more just for flexibility. Oh, chicken set.
Sorry, I was drinking.
Oh, they let our tank go down. Talking about loots.
I didn't even want to see it twice.
And now, I think we do Shaz. No, there might be a dog first before we get into Shaz. Either way, though, I think it's regular DPS gear.
Can Cora get some water, please?
So,
That's fine. I'm down to 1 water.
The way that Diplo does Shaz is everybody runs in and just bursts Shaz down.
Come here, my little sponge.
There's no sit back and do ranged attacks. None of that. Everybody just runs in and stabs him in the face until he dies.
Thank you. Ziv already gave me a stack, but the single water was nice. Thank you.
Hope you like the urine in that.
Yeah, it's just enough that you can't taste it, but he knows it's there.
Oh no. We do not fight him the same way at all. All right, puppy first. Yeah, go for it, dude. I have 60 seconds left on my adrenaline rush cooldown, which is a shame, because it means I won't be able to use it in the middle of the boss, but got everything else that we need. All right.
4, 3, 2, 1.
So Chicken will go and grab the boss, run back to the raid.
Can someone throw priest and melee groups real quick?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Everybody gets the curse on them.
Curse melee first.
Melee gets decursed first. Oh, right as he left. And he's dead.
Nice.
So, yep. That's how Diplo does it. And we're back into FR gear.
I don't know why I marked that square. Just meaning to get across on the phone.
Gondor does it the way that Gondor does it because it is the safe way. The hard part about Shaz is having enough people to cleanse the debuff and having enough people to heal the damage. So it's not particularly difficult if you have a raid group that one has enough cleansers and healers that can be separate, because obviously if you're casting a cleanse, even if it's an instant cast, you still have the 1.5 second global cooldown. So there is actually no such thing as a true instant cast in World of Warcraft, at least not any of your main abilities. You have some things that don't trigger a global cooldown that are the actual true instant cast things. But in that particular case for Shaz, basically what it means is the mages aren't really doing any range damage at all. They're literally just cleansing, and they're cleansing the melee group first, and the melee group is actually doing the majority of the damage. And so they send everybody in, and they make sure that they have all their mages and everybody else doing all the cleansing, and then they have all of their healers just focusing on keeping everybody topped up. And if everybody has a big enough mana pool and advanced enough gear, then it works.
I hate them.
You got it.
Just scares me every time.
So yeah, based on the cooldown of my adrenaline rush, which I totally wasted because I used it at the very end, I think that whole fight was about 27 seconds long.
Vanishes.
We really can't.
Firewalker first, advantage circle.
Uh-oh, uh-oh, looking bad.
Full skull, advantage circle.
Somebody went too far out to the side.
After X, the new skull with my bird. Revanish. Like no revanish on circle.
Crossbow.
Let's go.
That's not.
And no revanish on Archer.
Nailed it.
Yeah, that is the power of staying in it and killing stuff. If we just panic, everybody dies. But as we demonstrated, that we don't have to.
Bum 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 bum. Sorry, I kept on looking off the side of the screen to deal with some stream stuff. Okay. Most of these packs are just so much the same. So much the same. Bum, 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 bum. All right, got a rune up top. They are probably going to pull the group before waiting for the dog. Okay, yeah, they're getting
I
this
think
group.
there's Bailey back there. I'll check.
Wait, maybe not.
Is it Fellheart bracers?
Yeah.
Yep, I got him.
Looks like the dog is coming, but we'll keep an eye on the item rack.
Thank you, Grandma.
You're welcome.
Got 9 minutes left on this mongoose potion. I do not think I'm gonna pop another one for the rest of this raid. Which means the dips will start to slag, but... Come here, you. Okay. Back into fire resistance gear for these groups. Because Matt is trying to save his money so that he can buy an epic mount. Because despite how long I've been playing this, I still don't have one. Give me... Show me square. No? Yes. Thank you.
Oh, it's dirty.
Rogue tank. Alright, Chicken got the Claw of the Black Drake from BWL. Funzo. Wow, I'm shocked that we managed to pull that Courthound without the group behind it. Dude, That's where all my money has gone. Constant upgrading gear and chance. First, it was with Gondor, because Aslan already had a bunch of things for a long time.
Scratch chicken on the claw.
And I got a bunch of stuff defaulted to me pretty quickly. Then, with Diplo,
be
when I
very
started
careful
doing
when you pick your
BWL
roles.
runs with them, since I was the only new rogue and all the rogues had everything, it was like spending money on gear and chance, probably a couple hundred gold a week. But now I finally have just about everything.
So there's like a random blue on that firewalk back there.
I need a pair of boots from Nefarian, but the enchant that I put on those are pretty cheap. I need a necklace from Nefarian, which obviously doesn't get enchanted. I need a trinket, which obviously doesn't get enchanted. And then I need the Band of Acuria from Ragnaros and Molten Core, which also obviously doesn't get enchanted. So I should be pretty good on saving enchanting dough now. Come here, you. Listen to Master Dog. Now, coming up on Sulfuran Harbinger,
Change that item from
you
male
will
to
notice.
leather. Okay, 6. Get up the vanishes.
Oh, hold on a second.
Nice vanishes. Nice pickups.
Let's stay on the Fire Lord. Great. So, coming up on Sulfuran Harbinger, you'll notice that there are a number of things that we do a bit differently.
Oh, that's filthy.
Namely, the entire way that we do it is different from the way Gondor does it. The way that Diplo does Sulfuran Harbinger
Thank you.
is that the guild groups everything up and just AoEs it all down together. And we assign a different rogue to each one of the ads to kick them when they try to heal. And that's it. It requires a lot more coordination than the way that Gondor does it, but it is so much faster, as you're going to see.
Let's get Salve on game, please.
I ain't gonna lie to you guys, I just got really scared. Bathroom and I forgot I had asparagus today.
That's TMI.
Asked you to listen.
30 charges on the main hand weapon, which means we will, I guess we'll use a new poison after this boss. Okay. Now,
The arrows make it look like a calliope going up and down. That's awesome.
Someone has a.
Here they come.
oop,
It was
I'm
Faye.
taking back. I'm taking back.
that was an accident, actually.
Get triangle under.
Yeah.
I'm coming.
Gus kick triangle, fancy kick diamond, leg kick square. Everyone else just try to help. Finish like clean, but
Careful walking into the room.
So we ended up doing it the exact same way, but somebody pulled by accident, So it wasn't actually, the setup wasn't as clean as it normally is. Normally, the tanks will actually line up. Oh, geez. Hold on. All right. I can't see because I'm stuck in the wall. There we go. Hold on a second. Talk about this in a second once he's dead. Which is going to be right now. Okay.
Alright. Good job dealing with that, but let's not replicate that on Domo. It'd be much harder to replicate on Domo.
So, what we ended up doing is the way we normally do it, but it was a little bit messier because usually everybody's lined up and ready to go, and then everybody is assigned a target. All the rogues are assigned a target to kick. Meanwhile, all the tanks know to hold all the adds together so that everybody can just launch AoE damage at everybody all at once. We've done it that way often enough that the rogues ended up just picking different targets. So, for example, I just ran to the furthest one because I knew somebody would pick up the closest one. I didn't know who it was going to be. And just started kicking it whenever it was trying to get a heal off. Likewise, everybody else did basically the same thing, but with a different target. So if you keep your eyes open a little bit, you can kind of figure it out on your own. You can see if there's another rogue attacking the same target as you, and if so, you could find a different one, which is exactly what we ended up doing. Usually, you don't have to do that because you're assigned a target ahead of time, but that's the basic premise. And as you saw, despite the fact that we pulled by accident too quickly, it goes very, very fast that way. Night Slayer bracers drop.
I'm catching up to you guys.
Hi, baby. You also bought s'mores cookies? I haven't finished the pie. Because I've been playing this game that requires both of my hands.
Like a 5,000 linear on even
So you're just gonna put a cookie in my face? Oh, God.
Hey, I shielded you after the fact.
There's a guy from Gondor watching.
Oh, how fun.
My last guild, Thatcher.
Yeah.
I told you about there's a guy in the guild named Rogan, and his nephew joined the guild.
Yeah.
That's Thatcher.
Oh, amazing.
I love you too. Get out of my face. No one's gonna watch my streams except to see you because you're hot and you're weird. And nerds love hot, weird girls. Oh, man. I'm gonna marry her. That's my fiance right there. Just shoving s'mores cookies in my mouth. I gotta admit to you, though. Those s'mores cookies are, well, they make better ones. Those Pepperidge Farm cookies? Pepperidge Farm makes some great cookies, but the s'mores? Nah. I'm not into it. Just give me the plain old chocolate chip cookies, man. Right, Golemag, we do exactly the same way.
Oh, I said square. I meant I'll be on crossed tab if you want to go triangle.
Yeah. And
no difference in the way that Golemag gets done.
Others want to get far away. Enjoy being slow.
All right, we'll pop, 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 pop.
They get a
Okay.
little smaller, I think.
Yeah, their horns. Stop letting
Everything has been popped,
Back here,
so
so
now
it's-
it's just DPS for the entire rest. Now it's just backstab, 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 until he dies. Oh, can we beat the record? I don't think so. I think we're gonna be just short. 3, 2, 1. Can we? Oh, I think we beat it by like 0.1 seconds. Sulfurin ingot. All right, nice.
Hey, Domo spawned. We did it.
Major Domo also. I think pretty much everybody does it the same way. Actually, that's not true. I've seen a few different ways to do Major Domo, but the way that Gondor does it and the way that Diplo do it are the same, and that's pretty much the way everybody does it. There's not really a better way to do it. There are some ways to do it to chop off like a second or two here and there, and if you're in one of those super elite guilds, then you'll do it that way, but it doesn't really save you that much time. Ragnaros we do a little bit differently though. Cenarian belt drop.
There's a high value here, okay? I assume that's the second least valuable POE right behind the bracers.
You can actually hang on to them and save them for Nexus crystals.
Yeah, unclear whether or not that'll work, but
It worked on the PTR.
Yeah, but there's some people saying that it worked on the PTR because when the items were effectively created when they copied over.
That makes sense. Who knows?
Who knows? We DE so much stuff out of MC that I'm not too worried about Nexus crystals.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So that
This
was our
fight,
basic
exactly like all the ones that you've seen
So it only took us
the way it's done before.
to get there.
Yeah,
So here.
thank you, Bill, for your efforts. I know it's stressful doing it in MC like this.
Bo, come trade me because you can get the pauldrons right now.
Yeah, just let them on. Inaugurate them right here.
Some more water for me? No,
And
that's okay.
so assignments, Bo's going to be on the boss.
I love you the most.
Ab is going to take star and circle. Chicken's going to take diamond. And Chance, we have you on the rotation stuff in skull.
Wait, who's on the star and circle?
Me.
Can I get Blessing of Wisdom?
Oh snap! What am I sheeping? I'm sorry, I had my headphones off.
We haven't done sheep summits yet.
Then ignore that.
Thank you.
I'm totally on the ball.
Wisdom was not actually assigned because I'm bad. But I assigned it now. Magic, I put you on Wisdom for choice. Okay. Mages, quick polymorph triangle. Grandpa on moon. Sab on square, and Sib on X.
Wait 1 second.
Ooh, very pretty.
4, 3, 2,
They feel so thick and glossy. this elite is going down. And then it looks like this elite is also going down.
Sheep.
Square is pick it up.
Great.
Okay. Square, looks like Square's next.
Square next.
I didn't realize they killed 2 elites first.
And chance to get to the next sheep. Very good.
Cross.
Crossy cross.
You can leave Moon out. Keep trying going.
I'm dead.
Do you want me to press you?
No, just can we try to get the chances got circle?
Moon is gonna go down.
So the other people have a
Triangle.
chance. Kill triangle. Kill triangle and then star.
Star, and we put. Oh, okay. Or not. Whew. Okay, Major Domo is done. And we head on over to Rag. So I said we do Rag
We get a
differently.
re-MG quit.
Doesn't look like it.
That's a shame.
I said we do Rag differently. We don't really do Rag differently. The only difference is the melee doesn't run in and out. When he does the Hand of Ragnaros move, and all the melee backs off, and then waits for him to do the move, and then runs back in again, we don't do that. We just stay in the entire time. The reason why that works for us is because the members of Diplo, for the most part, have better gear that has more stamina on it. So those hits from Rag are not necessarily one-hit kills. Number 2 is because we have a lot more melee DPS, which means that for the DPS to go in and out actually costs a considerable amount of DPS loss during that whole in and out process. And because we have so many melee DPS people, it just lowers the chances that he's going to turn around and hit you in particular. So it's kind of a it's kind of a Russian roulette style thing. You never really know who's going to get hit, but we don't move in and out. We just get in, stay in, and suffer the consequences. All right. That Surger's gone. We've got one more to deal with over here.
Stick around for buffs. Once you have all your buffs, go ahead and move to your spot.
Okay, we'll get rebuffed. Switch and put on the dense sharpening stones just for our man Ragnaros. Hop over into the same point and wait until someone says go time. And in the meantime, keep eating our pie. Oh, it's so delicious. Ba-ba-da-da. I've really got to exercise tomorrow.
So I'm out of space.
Okay.
No, wait, give it back. I just made space. I got rid of all my water, so we better not wipe.
If we do, I'll give you some of the water you made me.
Oh, I peed in that one.
Ragnaros is immune to nature damage. So your poisons don't work on Ragnaros. So you switch to the sharpening stones because it just increases the amount of damage your weapon does. And that's physical damage, which he can take.
Alright, somebody talk to Domo, please.
I'm surprised they haven't told you that. Rogan knows that. He should have been correcting you this whole time.
Abdomo's dead.
I don't think so.
Too soon. I never noticed his name. Oh my god. That's terrible.
That's why you don't kill him in the previous fight.
You're right, we don't. Okay.
Who is tanking Rag first?
Ab, and then Bo second.
Okay.
Well, I'll just pop Crab Humbler right at the beginning. So I should be good for 30 seconds unless I get kicked, and then it's on.
I love that they made Ragnaros so big that melee can't actually see him on the screen all at once. Unless you really extremely change your camera angle. How do you think Major Domo feels that Ragnaros kills him every week? That's the real question on everyone's mind. And the fact that it's such a tiny fireball, I know that that's made its way to be a meme, but it really is pretty funny. Okay, Aberon's got it. So, Wrath of Ragnaros is coming up. But as I mentioned, they just have everybody stay in. Just want to make sure, because he will drop aggro, that we stay behind everybody. Got another Wrath coming in. Yeah. Okay. Stay under Ab. Stay under Ab. Record victory coming up.
Taunt after mine drops.
Look at all of these people who died, but Ragnaros falls.
Oh my god, they
first.
exist.
Both of them.
Wow, 2 leg plates of Wrath.
Shit.
Onslaught Girdle, Choker of the Fire Lord. Man, no Band of Akiria, and I know I was next in line for that.
It's a miracle.
Boo.
Are we gonna get to roll in that orb of deception?
Oh, that's fun.
I'm gonna say no on Oni tonight just because we are close on time as is. I'm hungry. We can easily get together tomorrow, raid time 8 o'clock, and just go kill a dragon real quick.
Yeah, we can do it on ANSCG
All right,
tomorrow or
who was
something.
talking just now?
I'm about to kick off loot. Do not leave if you want something, please.
Yeah, there's the entire stack of MC that's about to go out, so please don't be late. I mean, and if you want anything.
No Oni tonight?
You're correct. No Oni tonight.
I wish there were a way for me to turn up like the entire
The orb
channel.
deception is fun.
Everyone in this channel
Yeah,
is
what are we
so
rolling on that?
quiet.
Is everyone just rolling green?
Yeah, that's a good question. How should we roll on that?
It's a BOE, so technically it goes to the guild bank by default, but we can adjust it. We're discussing.
Let's just roll this off.
Cool. Okay. So it'll be yeah, we'll roll it. It doesn't matter what you roll or like what response you pick. We just
All right, dude.
please be patient for just a second.
Well-
Has a lot of work to do in a short period of time right now.
Whoa.
So
Okay.
she's doing a great job, but please bear with us.
Night Slayer, Choker of the Fire Lord, Fire Guard Shoulders. Ooh, those are really good FR shoulders, aren't they? But I don't need them. Robe of Volatile Power, Giant Stalker, Cenarian Belt, Mana Igniting, Seal of the Archmagus, Brutality Blade, Azure Song.
All right, everybody get your rolls in and relatively quickly.
I'll pass. I don't really need that Orb of Deception. Hey, they gave me the Tome of Tranquilizing Shot.
What did you say we're doing for the orb?
Because nobody needs it. Get out of here.
We're gonna roll to everybody.
Oni legit reset tonight. Because if so, we may as well just go hit her.
Just a couple more to get their responses.
Yeah, dude.
Roll it first.
Brutality, the Helm. It's all you, man. Come join us.
I'm checking on
Nah, don't really. Don't leave your uncle out there.
12 hours on the next day, yeah.
51.
Once loot goes out, let's all go.
95 by Cora.
To leave, feel free. No worries.
Please do stick around for loot, though. There's a lot of stuff going on.
You said we are doing Ani?
Yeah, we're going to.
Yeah, since the reset is tomorrow morning anyway.
Sorry, I just didn't even check that.
What weapon is Doug Judy using here?
Rats, yard.
Oh,
That's what the
nice.
Azure Song Mageblade looks like?
You can come trade Silt for it if you want.
Wow.
I'm sorry, are we doing Ani?
Yeah, we are doing it.
Thanks for those of us who weren't listening.
All right, and it looks like we're gonna do Onyxia really quickly. This, depending on how many people stick around, Ani goes very, very fast in this guild. And if it's the 39 people that are still in it now that are gonna stay in it, or the 40 people now. Last week we did Ani, and there was no phase 2. Phase 1 ended, and by the time she ran to the back of the cave and took off, she landed for phase 3 again. All right. So let's see. I didn't die while we were in Molten Core, so I don't really need to repair. But we'll do it anyway because of habit.
Thanks for coming, Claw.
Yeah, thank you for coming and for fairy firing.
Flash powder,
So,
as in don't
much
forget to
better
buy
fairy fire
flash powder.
uptime tonight than,
I have 32 of them right now. And every time I buy flash powder, I buy up to
I try,
40.
but it's on cooldown and I resist a lot.
Just to make sure I never have, just to make sure I never run out. Claw left. Who was Claw again? Oh, somebody's Mafia
Proxima.
alt. Night Elf Druid.
Thanks
Okay.
muchly. Congrats, man chowder.
Thank you.
But yeah, so before I actually clear off the DPS meter, I don't know if it is clear enough for you to read it. I don't know if the quality of the stream is high enough for you to be able to read it, but number 1 damage done was by Aricel, who did over 1 million damage and ran 579 DPS for the entire Molten Core raid. And she was the one who, with the exception of, I think, the Ani necklace and the Night Slayer bracers, was in all blue gear. The reason why that's important is because the reason why she does so much damage is because she gets all of the buffs, all of them. I don't just mean DM and Ani and popping a mongoose. I mean, she has, every single time she shows up with DM tribute buffs, the Ani buff, the Zandalar buff, the ZG buff. She has her mongoose. She has her Winterfell Firewater. She has her Juju. She has her Smoked Desert Dumplings. She has the, what is it? The Flower Song bonus. I forget what that one's called. She has the Scorpid bonus that you get from the items in the Blasted Lands. I mean, it's really, really amazing. And the amount of time that she spends to prepare for the raid is pretty extreme. The fact that she can do that. The fact she does do that. Nobody else does that. And in fact,
Hold the boat.
let's see, Aricel.
You have 30 seconds.
Aricel is not in our
There's an
guild.
add-on that tells you that?
Must be somebody's alt. I'm pretty sure it's somebody's alt.
It's a
Aricel is
small
in
one, but
Lionheart.
It's a lifesaver sometimes.
What's it called?
Yeah, she gets all of the buffs. All of them.
Nauticus, I think?
I don't think she misses a single one.
Huh.
Go play. You got the kitty. What did you get that?
Oh, it's gone. Oh, it's down the water.
So now, Ari should be coming with us. Yeah, okay.
Grazie egg.
Yeah, Ari should be
Yay,
coming with us to
congrats,
Ani
I can put
because
healing power on that. Zip
if
can't.
the T2 helm drops, she'll be the only one to get it.
What else can you do that Zip can't?
Everything.
Can you make water?
Yeah.
I make water several times a day. I don't know about you guys.
Oh, I fell off the boat too soon.
Just a little bit there.
Right into the fatigue water. I wasn't trying to run forward, it just happened. It's all right. I'll catch up soon.
Missed. Just a little too slow.
How are some of you guys walking in water?
We're Jesus.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I forgot to jump off the boat.
The priest ability Kodiak called Levitate.
But it's really good with Jesus.
I never knew about this going this way to get to Ani's lair until I saw them doing it. And realized you don't have to do that slow swim if you're willing to put in a little bit of extra work
Man,
to go jumping and summoning your mount all the time.
That's awesome.
So does dude.
So do I.
Grazie.
Wait, is that belt your 8-piece?
Grazie.
Congrats. That's awesome.
I feel so inadequate.
Good. Wow. Hey, maybe you'll get a helm today.
Crowbar, you really having Fruit Loops?
Yeah. You know what that is, right?
No.
Raxus knows now.
No,
Say
I
what?
don't want to know.
Hey, Crow, go ahead and Google that. It's like go to Pornhub and Google Fruit Loops.
Don't do it. You will regret it for the rest of your life.
Cereal will never be the same.
I haven't looked at a bowl of Fruit Loops since.
You really.
Oh my
I feel like
God.
you don't even need to see it. I feel like you just need the one sentence summary, which is not Discord appropriate to be fair.
I love Fruit Loops. Problem is, with no teeth, they kill me.
That's like Captain Crunch.
Yeah, I mean, Gabe, if you you're strong of spirit, I feel like I think he'll probably be fine.
I've seen some crazy stuff.
Yeah, I feel like he'll be fine.
Oh, that's it.
I wasn't.
Let's take this moment
If you can't pay, I'll give it to somebody else.
while we're standing outside with the rest of the guild
I was just trying to clear it
and
out.
see what they're rocking.
Oh wait, can I have it?
Remulus,
Listen, I got this.
one of our Fury
I
Warriors.
deserve to leave.
Lionheart, Ani Tooth,
You got a point.
Drake Talon Pauldrons, Cloak of
And I have Trank
Draconic
Shot.
Might, Bloodstained, True Flight Wrist
And I have an
Guards,
extra eye in the bank. I'm just saying,
Brutality
all these
Blade,
things
and
go
Maladath.
forever.
I will never get a blue dragon sinew.
Uh-oh. Oh,
as
he
long as I live.
went out of range. Let's reset. All right, we're going to reset the data here for Ani. And come here, Remulus. I wasn't done with you. Yeah, so Brutality Blade and Maladath. Blaster Shot. Wow, still blue gauntlets? Oh, he must not have Edge Masters yet. It's still blue pants? And blue feet? Interesting. Admittedly, I don't know much about Fury Warriors, so...
Thank you for
Oh, but this can't be best in slot.
You're welcome.
No. He doesn't have all Abyss items. Who should we look at? Priest, Kodiak, Sabro. So many mages. Soli Hunter, Raxus Hunter. Okay. This whole thing from beginning to end will take less than 10 minutes. I mean, once everybody gets in here. There's Gus. So, actually, is Moon still in the raid? Because Moon's the one you really want to see. Is Moon outside? Yeg Paladin. Here's Gus's gear. Nah, but you want to see Moon's gear. Moon is the one doing the crazy dips. Crobius does some pretty crazy DPS too.
Got Sev.
Where is the Moon, man? There's Moon Shield. Let's inspect Moon Shield. In case you wanted to see what the number 1 DPS looks like in terms of gear, it looks like this. Wait, why is he wearing... Oh, he hasn't switched his gear back yet. So he has minor mount speed increase on the Night Slayer gloves, but Moon has the full 8/8 Bloodfang set, Ani Tooth Pendant, Cloak of Firemaw, Chromatically Tempered Sword, and Warblade of the Akari for the attack power offhand, I would imagine. Striker's Mark. Yeah, he's still wearing his... still definitely wearing his mounting stuff. Band of Acuria. Is nice. It's very nice. Speaking of, Gus just asked me if I have the Night Slayer hat. I'm not super sure why, except that I guess it dropped.
Oh no, I went
And they got to
inside.
give
I
it to
wanted
somebody.
Some Triskar. Oh, baby warrior.
I'm running outside.
Oh, actually,
I'm running inside.
do I? How do I show my...
Hey, G-Ball, stop dancing just for a sec. You'll like it.
One,
can't say
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Got it.
So that
you
would
got enough
mean
people out there summoning, or you need one?
Oh yeah.
1,
Got a big
2,
ol' summons
3,
crew.
4, 5, 6, 7.
It's her posse.
What piece would I be
Summon
missing? The legs? Night Slayer legs?
Yeah, you're rolling deep out here.
Got
Rats,
chicken.
chicken.
Oh, fuck.
Nice, Grats chicken.
Thanks, guys.
reminder for anybody who doesn't remember, we haven't seen with us since January. That's how Chicken doesn't have one. It's a very, very good one to see. Very pleased to see one today.
Is that right? I don't see the legs in here anywhere.
All right, if Sild owes you a piece of loot, come trade with the diamond.
3,
and you'll
4,
get it.
5, 6.
Oh, thanks, Sild. I forgot already.
You're welcome. Hey, quick, do you have room now? For a bunch of these?
I do. Holy fuck.
Oh, not all of it.
All right. We go in.
Try not to charge these so that we can use the stuns. So they're not firing over as much. It's very convenient to be able to do that.
All right. Apparently, they're holding on to that Night Slayer head in case Ani drops the T2 head. If so, they're going to give the tier 2 head to Arisella, and then they're going to give me the tier 1 head just to collect the set. So I'll need that, and I'll need the legs.
How is Innkeeper Ziv coming to kill Anixia?
All right.
I need to enable power. I'll power just like this.
Ani and her Leia. Get the new buffs. Flay does really high damage. My best method for gold grind right now is grinding Cenarian Circle Rep in Silithus. It's not actually the best gold grind, but I need to do it anyway for phase 5. So
My pie power's
I'll
not
basically
working.
go back and forth killing
You guys have blessings figured out?
all the
Ice is
cultists
actually
that
whoever's
drop
on
all
light
this stuff,
can switch to kings.
and I can solo the elites that drop the abyssal crests. So between farming those guys and then all of the sandworms that I can see in between for sandworm meat, because sandworm meat you use for your smoked desert dumplings, which are
Mine shows that Yag had light.
they sell for like $1.50 per smoked desert dumpling.
you do kings
So I
versus
always
worms
keep a
instead of
stack
worm
for
versus
myself
worm.
and then sell whatever the extra ones are. That's how I do it. I find gold farming, like straight up gold farming, to be incredibly boring. And there's still
Yeah,
a
for
lot
some
of
reason,
rep
my
that I'm
power's
trying
not
to
showing
get
me.
in the game. So I kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone. If you're going to just straight up gold grind as a rogue, then unfortunately doing the stealth pickpocket runs in BRD is still probably the best way to do it. If the relic coffer keys are going for cheap enough, then doing stealth coffer runs can be really, really lucrative. Depending on what your professions are, it matters too. If you're a miner, then you're going to want to try to grind anywhere where you can get rich thorium vein spawns. so that from time to time, maybe you'll pop an arcane crystal. If not, at least you have thorium and dense stone. You can also, just for pure gold, you can farm a lot of the different mobs in the Eastern Plaguelands for their trash drops. There are mobs in the Eastern Plaguelands that drop trash drops that go for like
God, I almost jumped over.
20 to 30 silver a piece, which doesn't sound like a lot, but if you kill like 3 or 4 of them a minute, depending on how you pull, then it's very easy to actually make, once you get back to a vendor, the equivalent of about a gold a minute or like 60 gold per hour. But those are all pretty boring. And I found that, at least in Silithus, I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
Make sure you eat your cookie.
Right, it's sitting at the beginning.
All the way back?
Yeah, I just mind visioned him.
Let's do it.
It's play safe to go if you want to. If you want to, chicken.
Oh, what? I thought Bo was phase 1?
Yeah.
Firewaters and Echoes are pretty good. You also get a lot of rune cloth, and you need the Firewaters and Echoes. The problem is you can't really do it as a gold farm because the Firewaters drop so rarely that you end up keeping all of them. And the Echoes, I mean, the Echoes are tradable, but you're going to keep a lot of those for the Jujus anyway. So
Hey, Bo, tell us when you're ready.
it ends up being a little bit difficult, in my opinion, to actually farm money out in Winterfell, grinding all of those Winterfell Ursas and everything. But if it works for you, go for it, dude.
Ow.
Oh, God.
Whoa. How did I get punted?
The wolves first.
Alright, watch this. Stage 2, starting up.
Do you want me to res anyone?
Alright, the whelps are down, and stage 3 is beginning already.
You got it, chicken?
Yep.
Maybe?
Be fake, please, thank you.
Oh no!
Water helps incoming.
Resist.
Dude, getting punted all over the place here.
Just get up north and. Everybody get on wells. We got plenty of wells to kill.
She's been doing tail swipes out the wazoo this time.
You get on the whelps. It's like,
Man, long enough that I actually got to pop Blade Flurry twice. What is that? Very poor parse on Anicia. Very poor parse on Anixia.
Yay.
That's what that was supposed to mean.
And a
Undeath to water. Holy hell.
yeah, that's a good one.
Ooh.
Yeah, triple bag.
Storm Rage, Nemesis Cap,
All it was worth.
2
going for that.
backpacks.
Thank you, Conaressa.
Let's see if I can get a backpack. I still have not gotten an Onyxia backpack. It would be nice. It would be nice. All right, dude. I am going to shut down the stream for the evening. BWL, MC, Onyxia, all in one night.
Tried to give you
It's
one.
nice, dude. Thank you for joining me, man. Let me know if you have any other questions. I'll do this every Friday, and I think I'll make a post when I go live in the Rogue channel on your Gondor server.
If you have 2 or more, roll greed.
And I will see you guys later.